Pink Motel. Jesus Christ. Like a holiday resort for tweakers and crack addicts.
We're in there and we're setting up the scene. We're actually laying cables along the back, and my buddy, who is our grip for the day, holds up a heroin needle. I don't know. And I'm like, oh God, Tony, this is perfect. This is absolutely the place we want to be.
There was literally used condoms.
There were drug addicts. There were people standing around outside the motel and following us about.
Syringes on the floor.
Yeah, it was strange. There were a lot of permanent or semi-permanent residents of the Pink Motel who were present and made their presence known during the shoot, you know, helping themselves to craft services and offering their services in any way available.
All the rooms were painted pink and garish, and
you know, it already literally put us on edge.
What was it? And it was at that moment that I knew that I was on the right track for Harry, because I felt really good. I felt really at home, and I wasn't disgusted at all. I wasn't. Looking back now,
that's why he got that part.
Well, but and what I'm saying is, looking back now, I didn't even remember the syringes and stuff.
Oh man!
But yeah, it was definitely because what I wanted to happen was happening.
And then we get into the hotel, and then we had two little hotel rooms, one that we were shooting in and one that we were doing hair and makeup in. And we filmed all of the scenes in the hotel room, which is all the sex.
And we shot that to be really like the pinnacle of the nightmare. So I basically employed every gel and oddball lighting contraption we possibly could.
To get really personal with your work with these sex scenes, you got to go to some places that you don't really want to share, and I actually find, as an actor, comfort in the discomfort. If I'm uncomfortable, I know I'm on the right track. I remember specifically trying to find some horrible underwear that just did not make me feel good about myself in that room. So when I took that shirt off and unbuttoned that first button, it was torture.
Directly next door to the Pink Motel is an abandoned diner, a little coffee shop. We were able to utilize that as well as part of this location negotiation with these folks. Of course, you know, it had its limitations. You know, we were thrilled because this was a diner set that we didn't have to build or dress because we couldn't. It gave us more production value because it looked like a real working place.
And we walk in, and there's no lights at all in the diner, nothing.
They're sitting in a diner, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but it looked awesome. Where we said, all right, we're not gonna have any lights on. They're gonna be sitting in a diner in the middle of the night, completely black. And there's a road going by in the background with a refinery off in the distance with these blinking lights. So I said, all right, let's get 2 giant lights, and then we're gonna swish them.
You think I don't know what's going on here?
As though they're car headlights passing. So the whole scene is set up as these swishing, swashing lights, just kind of bringing each of them out of the darkness in these odd moments. Yeah, it was great working with a crew that was pretty much all my age or relatively around that age, where we all had a kind of similar perspective and kind of hang out on the set, off the set. We all were doing it together. It wasn't like we were really working, you know, the idea of work. We were making something. And that was definitely the kind of tone of the whole thing. When we would work until like 4 in the morning, no one was like trying to go home or antsy about this or that. It was a really pretty awesome tone on the whole set. Got to attribute that to just the desire to make a good film.